Ambassador Telquin had reviewed thousands of planetary classifications during his career with the Galactic Survey Corps. Class 1 worlds were paradises, stable climates, abundant resources, minimal threats. Class 10 worlds were considered hazardous and required specialized equipment for visitation. Class 12 worlds were deemed death worlds, where only the hardiest species could evolve. Earth was classified as Class 14. Telquin's 4 hearts nearly stopped when he read the file. Class 14 didn't just mean dangerous, it meant apocalyptic. Only 3 other worlds in the known galaxy held that designation, and all were quarantined exclusion zones. Yet somehow, impossibly, humanity had not only survived there but had developed faster than light travel and applied for Galactic Council membership. He had to see it for himself. The descent through Earth's atmosphere was his first warning. His shuttle shields flickered constantly, bombarded by radiation from the yellow dwarf star humans lived under. That star, his pilot chittered nervously, produces solar flares that would sterilize most inhabited worlds. The humans just ignore them? They have a layer of gas in their atmosphere that blocks some of it. Telquin read from his datapad. They call it the ozone layer. When it depletes, they get sick. They simply developed a chemical to stop the depletion. The pilot's antennae drooped. They fixed their atmosphere? Apparently. They landed in a city called Tokyo. Telquin stepped out of his environmental suit, reluctantly, at the human diplomat's insistence, and immediately regretted it. The air was thick with oxygen, 21%, far higher than any civilized world. His breathing quickened as his body struggled with the overwhelming richness. "You'll adjust," said his human liaison, a woman named Kinji Sato. She smiled with her teeth showing, a gesture that still unnerved him despite his cultural training. "First time on a high-oxygen world? Most species maintain 15% oxygen," Telquin managed. "This is intoxicating." "Yeah, our atmosphere is pretty energetic. Side effect of billions of years of photosynthetic life. Great for endurance, though." She began walking at a pace that forced Telquin to nearly jog. "Come on, I'll show you around." The city itself was a marvel of organized chaos. Millions of humans moved through streets, where vehicles traveled at speeds that would be illegal on any civilized world. Buildings stretched into the sky, defying gravity with materials that seemed impossibly thin. And everywhere, were things trying to kill them. "What is that?" Telquin pointed at a small winged creature buzzing near Kinji's head. "Mosquito. Little parasite that drinks blood. They carry diseases, malaria, dengue fever, Zika. Kill about 700,000 humans a year." Telquin stopped walking. "You have fauna that actively hunts you?" "Oh, mosquitoes aren't even in our top 10 dangerous animals." Kinji waved dismissively. "Want to hear about drop bears?" "Just kidding, those aren't real. But box jellyfish are. And funnel web spiders. And saltwater crocodiles. Oh, and hippos kill more people than crocodiles." "Why?" Telquin asked weakly. "Do you name these creatures so pleasantly if they're deadly?" "Because we live with them. They're just part of the ecosystem." Over the next 3 days, Telquin's worldview shattered repeatedly. He learned that humans regularly ingested toxins called alcohol for recreation. They consumed capsaicin, a literal plant defense chemical, because they enjoyed the pain it caused. They engaged in activities called extreme sports that had death rates similar to combat operations. But the breaking point came at Mount Fuji. "People climb this," Kinji explained, gesturing at the massive volcanic mountain, "for fun. It's an active volcano, by the way. Last erupted in 1707. Could go again anytime. You build cities next to active supervolcanoes?" Telquin's translator screeched. "Well, yeah. The soil is really fertile from the volcanic ash. Great for farming. She pointed to the lush fields surrounding the mountain. We have like 1,500 active volcanoes on Earth. You learn to work around them. That evening, as Telquin prepared his report, a news broadcast caught his attention. A massive storm system, a hurricane, was approaching the southern coast. Wind speeds exceeding 250 kilometers per hour. Catastrophic damage expected. Kenji noticed his alarm. Oh, don't worry. We've got early warning systems, evacuation procedures, reinforced shelters. We lose some infrastructure, but casualties are usually minimal now. Used to be worse before we developed meteorology. You developed an entire science just to predict when your planet would try to kill you. Ambassador, Kenji said gently. We developed dozens of sciences for that. Seismology for earthquakes. Volcanology for eruptions. Climatology for weather. Toxicology for poisons. Epidemiology for diseases. When your world is constantly trying to kill you, you either adapt or die. We chose adaptation. Telquin looked at this small, fragile-seeming human with newfound respect and terror. Your planet has megafauna that hunt in packs, diseases that evolve resistance to medicine, weather systems that destroy cities, geological instability, a radiation bombardment star, and an atmosphere rich enough to fuel combustion. How did your species not only survive but thrive?